everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the Apple event. We are going to recap the highlights, no boring stuff, and we are pre-gaming for iPhone Day. That is really what this is about. We are going to talk about all the new iPhones and the other stuff too that Apple just came out with, but mainly the iPhones, and we are going to sit and do like a debrief and assess like what's the vibes this year? Like what iPhones are we going to be getting? What is new? What should you get if you're going to be upgrading? All the tea is going to be here today. So this week, Apple did their big fall keynote. It was called It's Glow Time, and they revealed the new iPhone 16s as well as new Airpods and the Apple Watch Series 10. I know you guys are here for the iPhone, so we're gonna start with that. So firstly, they came out with the iPhone 16 and they talked about the iPhone 16 for a while, to be honest. They highlighted the new camera button where you can control the camera with that little side button that they've added. They also changed the orientation of the cameras too, so now they're like in line rather than looking rotated. They have new colors and like this frosted colored back, which is pretty cool. They also support Apple Intelligence, which they made like a huge deal about in the keynote, even though we like already knew about that. They talked for, I swear, like half an hour about Apple Intelligence. Now you can do macro photography on the 16. The battery is a lot better as well. Also, they were saying that the phones can get down to 1 nit brightness. I don't know if they've tweaked it so that the screens can get like way darker than usual, but have you guys noticed at night your screen is still too bright even at the lowest setting? I'm curious to see how that looks. So basically the biggest updates to the 16 are camera updates and the whole camera controls thing. They also added new colors, which I'm sure is like one of the main things you guys want to hear about. So here's a picture of all the new colors of the 16. Honestly, the blue one, the ultramarine one, is really hitting. They also made the pink way more saturated. It's like a real true pink, which is what everyone has been asking for, rather than like the pastels that we've been having. I think the 16s look really good this year, and if you're wondering if you should get one, I think they're a great choice, and they definitely are a step up from the 15s now that they have the whole camera control thing. If you don't care about the camera though, you don't need to upgrade. So like I would say if you have a 14 or under that, you could go on to the 16. I don't feel like you have to if you have the 15 unless you really want the camera thing or you want to change the color or something, but overall I think the phones look really good. But personally, if I'm gonna upgrade for the camera, I'm gonna go to the Pros, so let's talk about those. The new iPhone 16 Pros look awesome. They actually got a lot of upgrades this year. The screens on both the Pro and the Pro Max are a little bit bigger. They made them basically a little taller mostly so that they fit the 16:9 content a lot better. So when you have these phones, I feel like things like Reels and TikToks and Shorts are gonna look so much nicer on these bigger phones. The Pro colors are also really cute. I think these are some of the best Pro colors that we've gotten. The black is gonna be blacker than last year. The white is gonna be whiter than last year. And then they have the natural that we've already had, and then they added the desert color. People were saying it was gonna be like a brown or even like a rose gold. It's kind of somewhere in the middle of those two colors, and I think that color is gonna be really popular this year. I am a certified navy hater, so I'm very happy to have this color replace that, and I just think that they all look really good. Also, the Pros do have the camera control thing too as well, and they totally revamped the camera app, which I'm so happy that Apple did this because I don't even think this is biased. I think that iPhones have like the best camera on a cell phone, period, and the only thing that they really needed to do was add more software and more customization in the app, and that is exactly what Apple did this year with the camera control. And even just within the app, like now you can do like the color grading and all these photo styles and getting a little bit more intricate with all of those edits. They also added audio mixing and doing like voice isolation. It's really freaking cool. I love that they did this, and these days if you are someone who wants to make content online, like all you need is an iPhone, like a Pro. I always get Pros just for the cameras, so I always welcome these updates. There's other camera updates too, like they added slow motion, cinematic, and all these things, but I'm not gonna go too deep into that. But basically the camera features are basically the selling point of the new iPhones this year. But for me personally, I love the fact that they made the phones bigger and taller. I just think that that is going to hit. Also, the bezels on the Pros are just a little bit smaller, and from the pictures and videos that I've been been seeing, it hits. Like, it looks really good. So I feel like in person, the Pro is going to be like very close to what we imagined a modern iPhone to look like back in the day. For example, I saw a video of a 15 Pro Max and a 16 Pro Max next to each other. The 15 Pro Max looked stubby. It looked stubby, so that made me really excited to see the 16 Pro Max. Those are the main changes between the phones. So the whole meme with Apple is like, they don't change the iPhones that much every year, which is true. I'm not over here trying to say like, oh, Apple's like going crazy, but the updates they did this year are really nice. I'm happy about them, and I'm obviously gonna upgrade. So let's talk about like what phone you should get. So as I said previously, I think if you have a 14 or under, this is a good time to upgrade, because if you have a 14 or less, you probably have Lightning. It would be nice to get USB-C. The camera control thing is like on another level, which is awesome. The bigger screen is going to hit. And I also think the biggest difference that you will notice now between the 14 and the 16 is going to be the bezels, because in the 15 they did make them smaller, but in the 16 they're like really small. So from the 14 to the 16, you're gonna notice it. Anything 14 and under, I would say it's not unreasonable to upgrade, but I would say like the 14s are still pretty modern, so you don't have to. But if you're wondering like, should I, or if you want to, I think that's like acceptable. You know what I'm saying? That's my general thought on that. But if you guys want to know the tea on like what I'm gonna get, I am totally gonna do the black iPhone 16 Pro Max. I have been loving my white iPhone. As you could see, I still have the same case on it from when I unboxed it last year. I have been loving this phone. I think it's really cute. The white is like such a vibe. My last name is gonna be White. But the thing is, like, I miss the black iPhone, and I am ready for like, I don't know, something about a black iPhone in your hand in the fall time, it's just unmatched. Like, it's just unmatched. So I cannot wait to feel that joy again and to do that again. So like, that's what I'm gonna be doing. And the fact that the black is not as like space gray and it's more closer to black, that's gonna freaking hit. So that's my choice. I would say if you care about the camera, you should totally get a Pro though. These are some of the best Pros we've ever seen, just because it has all the benefits of the 15 plus all these new things with the camera controls and the camera app updates, the bigger screen. It's just like, I feel like the perfect iPhone. I haven't even seen it yet, but I just know it's going to go down as one of my favorite iPhones. I can just feel it now. And if you're going to go for the regular 16, I totally think you should get one of the cute colors. Like the pink and the blue absolutely hit. You cannot go wrong this year with what iPhone you choose, because they all look so good, and they really did add a lot of updates to the 16 to make it not so like budget, if that makes sense. But like I said, I'm a camera snob and I want to always have the Pro Max, so that's just simply going to be my choice. So that's the iPhone talk. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys plan on getting? Are you upgrading this year? And if so, put the model that you're going to get in the comments. I'm just trying to like pregame and set the tone before everyone orders. So like, I invite everyone to discuss in the comments like what they're gonna be doing and talk strategy, because this only comes once a year, and I just feel like iPhone season is the time to celebrate, and it's the time to get the iPhone of your dreams. I have problems. Okay, but yeah, that's enough talk on the iPhone. Let's talk about the Apple Watch. So they did the Apple Watch Series 10. Their whole thing is that it's a lot skinnier. Apparently it's 10% thinner, and it's also lighter because now they're using titanium rather than stainless steel. And then they also have the aluminum ones, which they've always had. In the aluminum ones, they added a jet black color, which freaking hits, and it looks so good. It's like the iPhone 7 jet black, and it just, it's like doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just doing something for me. I think that one's gonna be super popular. Obviously, this is going to be like the best Apple Watch thus far, but it really is. Like, it looks super good and very modern. They've added a lot of features to it as well. Like, it can detect sleep apnea, and it's like just very refined for your health, which I love and appreciate so much as someone who loves like fitness and stuff like that. I did think that the Series 10 would be like a bit more different than usual because it's like the 10th anniversary, but it's really not that different. In the keynote, they didn't even really say like, oh, this is the 10th anniversary of the watch. Like, they didn't even say that. So I don't know. They kind kind of like made it a little more chill this year. But I will say, like, I ordered one because I have the Series 4 and I totally have been waiting specifically for the Series 10 to finally upgrade my watch. I did order the gold one. I'm hoping that I like it because firstly, it's more expensive, but I got it because it has the cell and the gold looks really good this year. And it's like, it's very premium and luxurious looking. Also, the glass on it is more durable than the aluminum ones. I do plan on not upgrading my watch again for a while. So I want to get one that's like good. You know what I'm saying? I will be unboxing it on my channel soon. But yeah, I was like very close to getting the jet black, but I did go with the gold because it's gonna match my ring. Well, actually, hopefully it matches my ring. I need to see if the golds like go together, you know? Again, let me know if you guys are gonna get it. I'm gonna say though, like if you're thinking of upgrading your watch, I'm coming from the Series 4 and that thing has served me very well. Like I was a Series 4 stan for a long time because it still looks good and works well. I don't think you need to upgrade though if you have anything like 7 and up, but it's also up to you. But if you're asking for my opinion, that's what it is. Then lastly, they announced new AirPods 4. I actually just got the AirPods Pro 2 today and I did an unboxing. They did so many updates to the regular AirPods. They kind of like changed the shape of them a little bit and added all these features to them. For example, they have a version with active noise cancellation. All the new AirPods also have conversation awareness, so it can tell when you're talking and it kind of like, it puts on a transparency mode rather than the cancellation so that you can actually hear what the person is saying. They also have personalized volume as well as adaptive audio and just a bunch of like higher end features that the other AirPods used to not have. Those are obviously on the Pro as well. In my opinion, I really think that you could get away with just getting the regular AirPods. Like they are very close to the Pros in my opinion. Obviously, I'm not like super into the specs, but from what they've added, they don't seem that different from the Pros and they are cheaper. So yeah, I just got the Pros because I've never had AirPods and I wanted like the best ones because I'm a freaking snob. So yeah. That was pretty much it for the event. I was hoping they were going to talk about iPad minis, but I think that's gonna be in the next month or two. If not, it's gonna be probably a while, but I really want the iPad mini 7 because I use my iPad mini 6 all the time. I'm still in the cult. It could do with a better screen for sure, so I'm like really hoping they do that soon. I feel like that was missing from the event, but we'll see what they do in the future. They also released new silicone cases. Here's what the colors look like. I feel like they match the regular 16s really well, but they're missing ones that match the Pros. Like, where is the desert case? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do they do this? But I'm totally gonna get the black silicone case with mine. So yeah, so that is my brief recap on the Apple event this year. I felt like it was pretty good. I expected a little bit more products to come out, but I'm not mad, and I will be unboxing the entire keynote because I got the AirPods and the watch and obviously the phone. So stay tuned for those things and make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out. And also, if you have any questions, if you want to upgrade or not, leave them in the comments and I will reply if you want my personalized opinion. But yeah, I just wanted to do like a quick recap. I don't know if this video will be quick because I feel like I talked a lot, but that is my recap of the event and basically putting it in simple terms for people who don't want to watch the 2-hour thing and listen to their 30-minute rant about Apple Intelligence. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you're doing this year for iPhone season, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Why do I keep doing that? Bye.